friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse.
Me the hell off with hers because this heifer would not fucking listen. All she wanted to do was run in there and try to stabby somebody.
Yeah.
And then not realizing, look, you're not thinking about none of this shit.
Yeah.
And it's taken the other Loki to think about it because I've made this analogy in the beginning, which was that Sylvie got snatched when she was a kid.
Yeah.
And then you saw it in there. She's been running through the timeline since she was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, who the fuck trained her how to fight? She shouldn't be that good.
Yeah.
So basically, it's just a child.
Yeah. Still.
She's just a grown fucking child that's been running through the TVA forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how she got technically smart or any of that shit if she was just running and hiding this whole time. Okay, Loki's not a dummy, but a kid at one age raised by themselves, raising themselves for all this time, gotta be kind of slow because you haven't been instructed. So she shouldn't be a better fighter than Loki or anybody else who was actually full grown with the Asgardians and fought. You grabbed her when she was a kid. She should be garbage, right? She shouldn't be nothing to whoop on.
Exactly.
With magic or whatever. That would give reasoning to why the magic that she used is enchanting people, because you need to enchant people that you can't beat.
Yeah.
But Loki, the grown-up version of Loki, even old Loki, they don't do that enchantment shit. They do straight up magic. They overpower people. Glorious purpose. I'm like, hell yeah, baby.
Right, he was comic accurate. I love that shit. I was like,
that Loki was funny as hell. I was loving that shit. He was funny. He was funny, and the fucking crocodile Loki was funny. Oh man, I was dying at that shit. That's the weirdest thing I've had without playing Pokemon, that I'm just loving this little character. The motherfucker wasn't saying nothing but like, you're right, he's such and such. Crocodile Loki wasn't taking no shit.
That ending though, I love that ending when Loki came back and see the statue. It's like, oh, well now he's just showing himself. I mean,
because I was like, well, that's Kang, motherfucker.
That's Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, that's Kang. Kang has come.
Him going back, it's like, it's blah 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 blah. Who are you?
You're an analyst. I was like, oh shit. That's exactly what I said when I started saying, oh shit.
Everything got it
alternate timeline. It's like, oh shit. So did he already go further back and reverse that shit, or is he in an alternate timeline just for where she kicked him?
He reversed it. Well, that's what Zach said, because the TVA is outside of the whole
out of time.
Yeah, out of time.
So being that they're out of time.
Yeah.
Whatever Renslayer did. Wherever she went back further in the future, which means that he did not.
Yeah, it didn't affect her, so she'll have her memory, but
she'll have her memory because she was outside of time. But she may be the one that actually made him, because he already told you how he came up with the TVA shit. It's just like on the lark, like right, that all bullshit.
Yeah,
but maybe Renslayer went back to that point in time. Told him not to do that, and that's why he just stepped in and became fucking Kang. Yeah, Kang the Conqueror. Like, there's no TVA. It's him. I'm running this shit. And basically, it's what he told Loki and Sylvie at the time. Citadel that we do. It's like, you can go back. You can tell everybody what the real story is and what happens, but the TVA needs to stand.
Yeah, it just ain't gonna.
Well, they didn't do that shit. She killed him, so somebody did it. It was probably Renslayer. She's probably the one that went back with the real information. Yeah. Like Miss Menace gave her. It's like, nah, he thought this would be better for you to use.
Yeah.
He said, this is not what I asked for. No. He set up his own his own empowerment. Yeah. Like, he's gonna come back to power because he gave this chick the information. She's going back in time following the instructions. And she's gonna make sure this shit happens just the way it was supposed to.
Exactly.
And he'll be back there again. Exactly. But it'll be a completely different version of him. Yeah. Probably one that's more pissy.
But more serious. More serious. This one, look, most chillest Kang.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, because he like, dude, there's gonna be words like there's gonna be alternate like variant that's worse than me, man.
Well, he told him that. What are you afraid of? Me.
Yeah, he said it was an all battle. It's like, oh,
look, if that motherfucker survived dealing with a bunch of
he
him,
was smart.
he was the smart one because he found something else to use to fuck all them. He already know what's coming. He's like, nah, dude. Look, take me out. Chaos.
Yeah, this is chaos. Look, I'm doing you guys a favor. Like I kept it on a single timeline.
I isolated this timeline. I kept this shit straight, and I keep all the rest of this shit at bay. That's like you can see that playing out in the world all the time.
Yeah.
We deposed the dictator. Yeah, but what happened? Everybody else rushed in. What rushed in? Al Qaeda. He made a power vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. Something's gonna come in there, and it might be worse. It's like, why does Batman never kill the Joker? Because the motherfucker behind him is going to be worse than him because he got something to live up to. Like, exactly. I got to go further than the Joker did. No, don't kill him. Leave his ass right there so we know how bad it could get.
That one, Candy Connor, he's going to be a serious one.
That one, I'm waiting to see a whole different performance out of him, which is actually fucking genius for Marvel to do.
Yeah.
In a Doctor Who kind of way, but using the same actor. You could get the same actor to come back and play the same role.
Yeah.
5 or 6 different fucking ways. Even though it's the same actor playing the same character, he could play it 5 or 6 different damn ways.
Exactly.
Every fucking time. Like you just saw the Immortus one that's kind of goofy.
Yeah,
right?
goofy one.
He's polite and all the rest of that shit, but he's been by himself for a while. You know, he's kind of comical. He's kind of fun to talk to, right?
Yeah.
But this next version,
it's gonna be.
You can get straight up. You can get straight up Kang the Conqueror in Quantum Mania, and that motherfucker could be just an asshole.
That one's gonna be Ant-Man was. That's gonna be actual Kang the Conqueror.
That's Kang the Conqueror, and
that's gonna be the actual one.
So this one that ends up in Loki season 2, running TVA,
probably
could be Kang. It could be somebody else.
Yeah,
you don't know which version this motherfucker could be.
Yeah.
Could be that Ramatut one. I don't fucking know.
It just came to Conqueror. I like how they gave the brother, Jonathan Major.
Mm-hmm.
I like that he's the main. He's pretty much the main bad guy. I'm not saying he's Dr. Doom.
Right.
But I think I say they made a mistake. I mean, you know what Thanos, the first time he appeared, it was a brother, but then they was like, oh, this bro too
changed
big.
It up.
Josh Brolin.
Well, because they hinted at Thanos and they used the brother for that shit, but they didn't have an actor cast. I don't even think they was really trying to go there that hard till they did the other movies and really figured out we really could roll that hard this way, and people really want to see it. So we actually need an actor now.
Yeah, you actually need an actor. So
it's not just somebody doing a cameo role. We need somebody we need to cast somebody for this fucking role.
Yeah.
And this is who we cast. I
was like, this one is darker than another Thanos.
Look, I didn't mind Stone Cold Thanos. Stone Cold Suge Knight Thanos. I didn't mind that one so much.
I was more afraid of the Thanos in the first appearance where he's just like...
First appearance Thanos, I love that one. I saw the brother who it was. He's a big fucking brother.
Yeah.
And that one was perfect because I told you, I was the only fucking dude in the theater in Berkeley when I saw Avengers in that way. It was like, oh shit! Everybody else in there was quiet. They didn't know what the fuck they was looking at.
Yeah.
Like, who's that? I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong audience. I'm in the wrong fucking audience. I needed to be in the real geek audience. These motherfuckers didn't know what they just saw.
I was like, isn't that the guy who did with the stones? And then you look up the video. I was like, oh shit, what are they about to say?
Because everything that Chitauri dude was saying that led up to that point, he said, yes, they're strong there. They'll do whatever to do that with court death. I'm like, oh, nigga. And he turned around grinning. I was like, oh shit! It's fucking, they gonna do that whole stuff? I'm like, what?
That was a big picture, man.
What?
That was a big picture.
I was shocked as fuck when I walked out that theater. Like, oh my God, they threw that in there? So that's why I thought it would go towards the whole death thing, and how they eventually got to it was a little different.
Yeah.
But seeing him in every fucking movie after that was perfect. Like, dude, people really want to see that.
Snapped, I was like, yo, that's what's up. Y'all lost. Y'all took an L. Take that L.
Take that shit.
Even if you go back and fix it, you still.
Well, here's the funny part. You remember me talking about the shit in here. We knew when Infinity War came out, some people was gonna die. Yeah. We was just waiting to see who died, right? Yeah. That's all we was waiting for. But how they actually got to the point of everybody dying, the main thing you were trying to keep him from doing the whole movie, the motherfucker actually did. That was the shocking part.
That was the shocking.
I was watching Disney Legends, Marvel Studios Legends on Disney Plus, and they were going through a couple of those things. So basically, they do like little vignettes.
Yeah, I think
of a character, and they'll take every appearance of that character throughout the movies and edit them together, so you get the story of that character, right? Yeah. Told through the Marvel movies, which was interesting. They did that. They didn't do Thanos. They did somebody else that was close to Infinity.
Wasn't it just Loki?
It was Loki.
Yeah, it was the process and stuff.
It was Loki. It was Falcon. It was Black Widow and stuff like that.
It was just stuff that was on the series and stuff.
Right. Every character that has a series, they'll have a legend. Yeah, and the Tesseract. That was probably what it was, the Tesseract, right? So it got to that point where Thor is, sunk Stormbreaker into Thanos. Yeah. But he's telling them you forgot, and then Thor looking and that motherfucker just snaps. Like, that was a traumatic moment, dude. That was a great cinematic moment that the motherfuckers realized that they lost. Like, God damn.
You took the biggest L ever.
Biggest L
how to fix that?
For the universe.
You have to do time travel to fix this?
You took the universal L and then tried to get a do-over with time travel.
They were trying to restart.
They were trying to get a do-over.
They were like, okay, let's try to figure this out now.
Wait a minute. Took us 5 years, but maybe we can get a do-over. Can I re-roll that? Fuck no, you're supposed to be able to re-roll that. That's what it is. Oh, God. And what happened? They re-rolled and you saw what happened. You almost lost again, motherfucker. You almost lost twice.
Yeah, so my thing is that them fucking up and doing that do-over is pretty much Avengers caused the multiverse. They fucking messed up the time. Because if they didn't do that, Loki would have
If they didn't go back.
Yeah. And, they didn't mess up.
That was the whole point with their fucking time travel mission. That's what happens with time travel missions. Watch what the fuck you doing. You can mess up some shit. Seriously. Doing some little mundane shit like taking a piss somewhere you wasn't supposed to be taking a piss. You can fuck some shit up. They went back. Yeah, they got the stone, but you left it open in a sense to where Loki could grab the Tesseract and beat the fuck out. Exactly. You fucked it up.
Exactly. Sylvia could have been just running around trying to find Sylvia.
That's what they said. He wasn't supposed to get the Tesseract again and escape, but because he got the Tesseract again and escaped, it created another branch timeline. Yeah. You fucked it up. You fucked up time right there.
They were able to restart or whatever, whatever they did something. They put the thing out there, but bringing him into the TVA already fucked it up. So I wouldn't be surprised if King the Conqueror is like the reason. Here, because the Avengers fucked it up.
Well, here's the thing. Kang the Conqueror being there and telling you he's existed in all these other multiple universes, he was always going to be there. Yeah, always. He was just always going to be there. And he just discovered a way to get between or discovered the layers in the universes and shit. Different dimensions. Yeah. Only thing that kind of fucked it up is he kind of led the scenes for Loki getting that fucking Tesseract to get to the TVA.
Yeah.
He's kind of running that shit.
Yeah, they should like vaporize that stuff. Maybe he was just tired. Maybe he was like, you know what?
So maybe he made sure Hulk got down there and just in time to knock fucking Iron Man or Tony Stark out the way and make the Tesseract slide towards Loki, so he'd know Loki would do what he did.
Yeah, but
it's like is everything
if he said, I'm the reason that messed up that Tesseract, I'll be like, son of a gun, this guy.
Well, he told him that shit. He said, everywhere that you've been, he said, when he talked to Loki, he told him, you've been a flea on a dragon. Yeah. But you managed to hang on. Like, goddamn.
On a dragon.
You've been a flea on a dragon, but you managed to hang on. You good. But you get here because I paved the way for you to get here. Yeah, he did. So everything that's happened with this motherfucker from the time he got captured.
That's right.
He was supposed to die, but he didn't. So from the time he grabbed the Tesseract and then got grabbed by the TVA, it's probably been all steps to get him to come to the end of time. I was like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Bro, just anytime to tell you, yo.
Thanks. You want to take over?
Yeah, you want to take over?
I'm hiring you for a job.
I think Loki, if Sylvia wasn't whatever, Loki would have been like, all right, let's do this. I'll over time, okay.
I'll sit at the end of time and I'll rule everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
you rule everything. You'll
yeah.
have a throne. You won't have any subjects, but all of time will be your subject.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Cool, Loki.
Loki wanted that. I didn't know Loki wanted that, but she was like, I want to kill him.
Stabby McStabberson? Like, calm down, bitch. Ain't you killed enough people this week?
I wouldn't be surprised if Loki is like, she cost me to rule time. In the next season too.
Hey.
You cost me, I could have rolled
That motherfucker gonna come back with his feelings hurt. He coming back with his fucking feelings hurt. He gonna have an issue with her.
He gonna be
If he don't have an issue with her in season 2, I'm like, oh, you went out. You weak as fuck.
He's gonna be mad, bro. He looked at saw the statue. Was like this. I was like, that's Kane.
He looked fucked up. He was emotionally crushed.
Oh my god,
He had to sit there and think about, I'm never gonna fuck myself.
I'm like, that's acting. I love it. He was pissed. He was like, he is controlling everything. It's all the blah blah blah. They're like, what are you?
He's trying to talk to this bitch. Like, she didn't want to hear that shit. It was like, okay, well, that's one way to go. Congratulations. Like, you've done the one thing Batman has warned everybody against doing. Killing that person won't change anything. You just fucked it up. Congratulations. Now you learned the Batman lesson. How do you feel? Now I want to see season 2.
I can't
she
wait.
Stab him.
Yeah.
She's sitting there on the floor crying, and the next him come in there like Kang, like, Mind getting out of my office? Strolling, can you get out of my office? Because he told her. See you soon. Well, she's at the end of time.
I can't wait.
She's at the end of time. No time at all will pass for her. Somebody just strolled into the same scene a minute after that and said, he told you, didn't he?
It'd be funny if, like, she's like, she's like, oh my god, what I done, whatever. But then she hears some noise, and then she like come and open the door, and like, there's other Kangs fighting each other, and it's like, oh shit!
I would just say the new Kang walks in that motherfucker. Yeah. Like, can you get out of my office?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you did it, huh? Yeah. Kind of told you. Like, yeah, something worse coming through the door, and her ass don't want to listen, but that's the kid. Kids don't know the repercussions of their actions. They just want what the fuck they want. Yeah. She just wanted what she wanted, which was.
I'm still gonna stab him.
Yeah, I'm still gotta kill him.
Pretty much won.
For
like,
what? Yeah. Calm down, dude. Your reason for doing that shit is so gone now.
Yeah, this one's one of those take the driver's seat. I mean, he's like, yo, you want to drive this? Here you go.
This motherfucker giving you the keys and everything. You're like, no, I want to kill him. You don't want to do that. Yeah. He's telling you don't want to do that, but you don't want to listen to him, right? He just been chilling here at the end of the time. You don't know what the fuck he talking about, right? Really chilling. Really? Okay. Well, whatever. Guess you'll see.
Do you think that when they had to enchant that beast that came,
Goliath,
just took him out, just brought him there because it looked like, you know how they have to enchant or they just go like their body or something, or I don't know. Like, I thought they were just gonna see in the mind and find out who it is, but then when they got through the whole play in the story, I think Kang just took him out. I was like, all right.
Well, they found a way to get to the end of time by enchanting Goliath. Because Goliath knew where the end of time was. That's what she did.
Yeah.
That's what she was saying at the episode, that when she touched it, she could see into his mind. Yeah. And could see that place. She saw the end of time in that citadel. Yeah. So by touching him and enchanting him again, it opened the way to get there.
Okay, so they actually went through this stuff.
They actually went through it.
I thought they were just in the mind, but I was like, no, I think they actually went in.
Yeah, and then Mortis at the end actually confirmed that for him, saying, yeah, I found this thing, and I weaponized it. I figured out how to weaponize this shit and made it do my bidding.
Yeah, do my bidding.
And harnessed his power and made all this shit. So it basically did it for him. I was like, okay, so Goliath is still out there. You still got Watchdog. You still got, Prune Space. You still got some other Lokis hanging out.
The negative zone. I thought it was that.
No, we ain't got no Annihilus yet. No Annihilus yet.
They'll get to it.
I'm waiting for the Annihilation Wave to show up in this shit. They could just put it in the Guardians. That would just be fun for me. Like, what is this? Look like bugs annihilates. Like, oh shit. Came from the negative space with the Annihilation Wave. Yeah, what are you going to do? I don't know. Call the Fantastic Four.
Exactly.
Call Richard Rider. Somebody. Give me my real Nova. Stop giving Captain Marvel my Nova powers.
What if they're just... Because was Nova a part of Young Avengers?
No. No. Nova, Richard Rider Nova was part of the New Warriors. The original New Warriors team. And then he was like... I think he might have been a reserve for the Avengers. but he was underrated for a long time.
Yeah.
And then Sam Alexander Nova was part of the Champions.
Okay.
Yeah, he was part of the Champions with that young team that were getting ran by Vision. So, not Avengers per se, but they had a lot of Avengers-like characters on the team. With Nova himself, after that, it was like, he's just somebody they called on. He'd be out there handling this shit like a Green Lantern.
They need to, if they're introducing young Avengers, because they're dropping seeds stuff, all you gotta do is introduce Nova and be the leader, and I have to be behind it. Let's go.
Young Avengers, who was their leader? I think it was Patriot. It was Isaiah Bradley's son was the leader.
I'm ready for Young Avengers. I hope it's a series.
It's supposed to be a movie. It's supposed to be a movie since they keep seeding all these characters into the movie universe. Yeah,
let's go.
Like you're only missing a couple of people. I'm just saying they coming.
I mean, Black Widow. Okay, you set up for a Hawkeye series of Dark Avengers.
Yeah, Kate Bishop. You already know what's coming.
Or Thunderbolts, or West Coast Avengers. I don't know, man.
I'm still saying I'm liking this. I'm liking this theory that you got Thunderbolt Ross and you got Val.
Yeah.
I say Val is making the Dark Avengers and Thunderbolt Ross is working on the Thunderbolts.
Oh, they're gonna have a good man.
And then you'll have those two teams. I would like to see that. That would be more interesting to me. Because for Val's side, you already got U.S. Agent, and then you got Black Widow, Yelena Belova, right? Okay, so she got a Widow and she got a Cap.
Yeah.
But who else she missing? She missing the Iron Man or something like that? Okay.
Yeah.
On Thunderbolt, Ross's side, you don't really know who he got, but you know he got Blonsky. Yeah. You know he got the Abomination.
Yeah.
You know he at least got that.
Got
There's Zemo there. You got Zemo locked up, so you know he got Zemo, right? The motherfucker got some hitters in the background that you're not thinking about, but they're there, you know. Maybe if Killmonger's not dead, he got a Black Panther too. You know, you never know. Right?
Would you be mad or happy if it was like it's on a line of like Captain America 4 where Sam Wilson just walking like do and then all of a sudden you're Thunderbolt, Dark Avengers going into it. He's like, oh hey, what's going on?
That'd be actually awesome. I would be upset. I would look.
I didn't sign up for this. That's what it is. Take the shit.
Look, the next Avengers movie to show up and be
I think it's gonna be a surprise. They're gonna roll out. They're keeping that under wraps. Because I know there's gonna be an Avengers movie.
There is an Avengers 4 movie. What that movie actually is, if it turns out to be the Dark Avengers, that'd be fucking interesting. Because you're not getting all the rest of those people back.
No, you're not.
They're not. They're done.
I mean,
they're contracted up.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna hire Robert Downey Jr. because he's too expensive. I mean, the last one for that Infinity War and Endgame, he was $200 million. Oh, god damn.
Yeah, well, that's what came out recently, that Marvel is not doing those multi-year contracts anymore. And I said, you can't afford to do that shit anymore because y'all up and running now, so you don't need to do that shit. But
Chris Evans done. He is done.
He done. He want to eat fatty food again. I'm sure. So it's cool. I don't have a problem with Chris Evans punching out and being done. Scarlett Johansson is done. Unless she come back in a fucking That's why I don't like people shitting on the movies like it's her last fucking movie. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Let her get her money and be done with the shit.
I mean, they're done. I mean, they need to graduate. They're done. I mean, I know, like, Heroes last, forever, whatever. But that's like, the cartoons or comics. So these people, they want to do other projects, man. They're like, look, we did this Marvel for so long. I want to be in a horror movie, or I want to be in a mystery.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is the thing that bothers me about some of these people, right? And I'll say this just for the multi-year contracts that some of them had, right? Before y'all got with Marvel and had these multi-year contracts, y'all fucking careers wasn't really going anywhere. You wasn't making this kind of money.
Yeah.
Even Chris Evans. Chris Evans had been fucking Johnny Storm and some other shit, but he was still like a B-list actor.
Yeah.
Wise. You saw the other fucking movies he was doing, Push and some other shit and Cellular and shit like that. Dude, you wasn't about to break through, okay? You was just getting older, right? He got Captain America. That motherfucker paid jump.
Yeah.
He got a whole new level of stardom from that shit.
Chris Evans?
Yeah.
So but he was still,
he was a known actor, but he wasn't like an A-list. He wasn't
I knew
getting that top salary like that.
Like 9 out of 10 movie and Scott, what was it? Something versus the world. Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
The world stuff. So I knew of him.
He was a fan favorite character. Put it that way. He was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
If Chris Evans was in the movie, you'd watch it and you'd be entertained by saying, "Oh, it's fucking Chris Evans."
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Right? That's fine.
Like Snowpiercer was good.
Yeah, Snowpiercer was good, but Snowpiercer happened after he had already been Captain America and been playing basically a serious role in the MCU.
Yeah.
Where he's actually working out, he's staying in shape, and he actually working on his acting a little bit more. Because you could remember, if you remember, when he got cast as Captain America, everybody was like, "He's gonna be too goddamn goofy." Like,
Johnny Storm? What?
yeah, he was Johnny Storm being funny and shit.
Yeah.
Cap ain't funny. What the hell? This is not gonna work, and it actually worked. It's like,
They actually did it.
he actually worked on his acting and dialed it up, and he could play serious.
He was like,
I mean, think about the line with him and Robert Downey Jr. He's playing Cap, and he's talking about, well, you're going to lose.
The wood, when they were chopping the wood?
Well, not that scene, but the other scene where he's talking about you can fight and we'll lose. He said, then we'll do that together too. That's a really serious, dramatic moment that he's given. Like, then we'll do that together too.
I like
You don't see him cracking a joke.
You know, the best part was like, take your suit away. What are you?
Billionaire, playboy philanthropist. Fuck you, man. You give a fuck about your money. I fought Nazis. I faced death for real.
To be honest, when that happened, I was like this. Civil War? When that first happened, then in the second movie, and they're like arguing, chopping wood. Civil War? Oh shit!
Well, that was funny just because you don't need this goddamn axe. That's what it was. He ripped that shit in half by himself. Like, you don't need this goddamn axe. You know that, right? He doing this for you.
Exactly.
He doing this for you. That's why he tried to claim the high ground and don't take from my pile. Nigga, you ain't got enough. Let it get a pile. You got him to go look at the tracker. Don't take from my pile. I'm like, come on, man. Calm down. Quit it. Like, quit it, man. Like,
Exactly.
but that's that whole ego thing.
Yeah. Scarlett Johansson, she had a good. Except when she started having solo movies where it's just her lead, it's like.
Scarlett Johansson was fine, and Scarlett Johansson was making her money, but being in the Marvel movies boosted her career too because she started getting offered bigger budget movies.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have did Ghost in the Shell if she hadn't already been in the Marvel movies. She wouldn't have been offered that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of other stuff that she did since then, because if you look at any one of these actors' careers beforehand, it's only a few of them who had really good careers before they got into Marvel movies.
Samuel Jackson just,
Samuel Jackson didn't even need a Marvel movie. That's what sold the shit. Like, oh shit, Sam's in this?
I swear he just doing it like, hey, I did Star Wars, so look, I'm into the geek stuff. Let's do this, man. This is not my
He's a fucking geek. Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson will getting anything. If you're gonna pay him to do it, he'll do it. He don't give a shit. Right? So his career was already big already. His fan base was already there. Him showing up in a Marvel movie was like, oh shit!
For the Iron Man indie, I didn't talk to you about the Avengers initiative.
That's what everybody was shitting about that first Iron Man movie. It wasn't so much that, Robert Downey Jr. had a comeback and the movie was good. Sam Jackson showed up in it. Like, holy God. That kind of legitimized the whole movie. Like, how'd they get him? That's what the question was. How'd they get him? He expensive. He's a geek. He wanted to do it. And now you get Black Nick Fury too. It's like, oh, they gonna use that? Everybody else around there, outside of Sam Jackson and Don Cheadle, Don Cheadle had a whole TV series that he was doing. He didn't need Marvel. He had been doing stuff. But, okay, I can be in this. I can take this role. No big deal. Because he ain't tripping like that. He'll just do it. Terrence Howard's like, oh, I'm too good for that. Oh, okay, bye, Terrence. See you, Light Bright. We'll catch you on the next Empire, right? Everybody else, that boosted their career. Like Mark Ruffalo, he wasn't making that kind of money.
He still is not in movies I know of.
You want to see Mark Ruffalo? Watch, what is it, with Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, Collateral. It's a Michael Mann movie.
Okay.
And that detective that's in that movie, that's Mark Ruffalo. That's why I wasn't pissy when, It's like, oh, they get Mark Ruffalo for such and such. I said, really? Can he do this? I don't even think this was his wheelhouse. I thought he was a more serious actor. I don't mind Mark Ruffalo. I'm not blaming how the Hulk went on Mark Ruffalo. I'm blaming how the Hulk went on the success of Guardians 1. And how Disney tried to tone down the Hulk to be more passive, in a sense, so it can make it more fun and they can sell it to kids. Disney is about selling to kids, and you will see them take those really brutal characters and try to tone them down almost to stupidity levels to make them comical, so they can still sell that stuff to kids. And moms aren't, oh, he's so mean, he's so toxic, he's green, like, ugh. Just like, oh, he's cute.
Out of the 3 Hulk, out of 4, if we could do 4, I would like a TV version of something.
Incredible Hulk was the one I want to see again. But Incredible Hulk is the same Hulk that's in the MCU movies. Because that's the one that tracked through. Not the Eric Bana one, but the Edward Norton one is the one that tracked through, because even in the first Avengers movies, Mark Ruffalo's character is that same Hulk. He talks about doing the things that happened in that Incredible Hulk movie. He talks about that shit. That's why you can have Blonsky show up again.
Yeah. When he showed up, I was like, hey, oh shit, they got it.
It's the same Hulk. They just dwindled him down from being the savage Hulk that you got in Incredible Hulk. They turned him into comic relief after the first Avengers movie, because the first Avengers movie, what was it? Kills was like, Hulk's bad, Hulk is strong, he's pretty guy. But what was he doing? He was really beating the hell out of people.
Yeah.
He was killing things. They did that. The little parent groups got all up in arms about that shit. So they start toning him down from there. He just got comical.
I don't know. I feel like I like the 2003 Hulk, the guy who played Bruce Banner. I don't know why, but
Eric Bana?
Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, the one who was playing. The first one with Fox, where they were like, oh, here you go, this because you know, little green. But I don't know why
They didn't get the color right. Well,
no, they didn't.
put it this way: Ang Lee Hulk was probably the most accurate for a comic book. As I described it, Ang Lee Hulk was the most accurate for a comic book. He got bigger. Didn't matter how big he got bigger. The more madder he get, and he kept getting madder. Okay. Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton Hulk, was more television show accurate. He got big, he got to a base level of strength, but he didn't keep getting stronger. You didn't see him keep getting bigger. But he was more based on the TV show Hulk and not the comic book Hulk. So while everybody hates Ang Lee's movie back then, it was like, oh, it didn't make any sense. Yeah, because he went intellectual at the ending, and that kind of blew it. You want to see the Hulk fight a big-ass jellyfish. I don't get it. It's stupid. Right?
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that he had in there was comic book accurate. If you read the comics, you know who these characters come from. It's like, oh yeah, that's Zax and all the rest of this shit. But he didn't look good enough as opposed to the Incredible Hulk that looked more gritty, looked more in the real world, not like a comic book character running around in the real world, but more like an actual being existing in the world. That's what got people.
They could have Hulk, Daredevil, Spider-Man throws up in there, and then have Wolverine throw in there. Just all y'all. If only the company, all the companies, could work together, but that could happen. But that would have been cool. Just split it 4-way,
It's a fatal 4-way.
Yeah, fatal 4-way, man. Come on. I thought you were the Defenders. Oh.
Yeah. I would like to see. I'm not hating on Mark Ruffalo. Mark Ruffalo is a different actor than Edward Norton. Edward Norton can do comedy, but Edward Norton wouldn't have did all that funny stuff. He wouldn't have did it as well. He wouldn't have did it as well. But that was, like I'm saying, I don't blame how that Hulk is on Mark Ruffalo. If I blame it on anybody, I blame it on the success of Guardians, Disney, and Robert Downey Jr. Because Robert Downey Jr. brought him in because that was another friend of his. So that's why they have a lot of scenes.
Mark Ruffalo, I was like, this guy trolling.
Well, that's the thing. That's why a lot of their scenes is them playing off of each other, because that's how Robert Downey Jr. likes to play. He plays with Mark Ruffalo. He plays with Gwyneth Paltrow. He plays with Jon Favreau. He has good chemistry with them having these fucking jokes and stuff. And so their characters get a lot more goofy too.
I was like, it was at the end of like Iron Man 3 and Mark Ruffalo was right there, like this.
I'm not this kind of doctor. Yeah.
I was like, man, that's how they put you in. Is that how the top? You want to do Avengers? What is Avengers? You want to do? Catch grab,
That's cool. Right?
Get on there, man. Set you up, man. You don't have to be in another movie, man.
Yeah, you be kidding me. Come on, man. Come on, you want to ride, don't you?
It's like, you saw Iron Man, right?
No, he's like, get this money, man. Get this money. We're gonna do a bunch of these. Really? Yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of these. Ride with me. I got you. We're gonna be in it. So that was the thing. That's why the backlash against the Hulk is because Hulk got dumber as he went on. He got dumber and he got sillier and he did less stuff.
Yeah.
People wanted to see him really wrecking shop like they did in the first Avengers movie, and that's not what you got. They start toning him down from Avengers 1 all the way to Endgame. They tone him all the way down to be, he's just a big green guy that you can get a laugh out of.
Who's going to calm down Hulk now?
Not so violent. That's toxic masculinity, dude. You can't have
Hulk
that. He's Professor Hulk.
Professor Hulk, they didn't ditch that. I'm sorry.
They can still have Professor Hulk if they want to show me a maestro. You can keep Professor Hulk and show me a maestro. Or, if you really want to go somewhere, let him keep, when they do the She-Hulk movie, let Banner keep experimenting on himself and separate Hulk and separate Banner.
Yeah.
Give me a standalone Hulk by himself and a Banner by himself. So you can see what the difference is between the two of them. And then you can have, if you want, your savage, beating everything up Hulk and Banner over here. I never wanted that. Being goofy.
So they start this multiverse, right? Mm-hmm. All they gotta do is just take a Black Panther out of that universe. We can work it out.
Give me Black Panther Hulk.
Or Marvel could have done a secret thing where, like, let's say they knew about his own cancer, and they're like, oh, we're filming Black Panther. Black Panther. And then secretly they filmed Black Panther 2, and they pulled a Superman stunt. I don't know.
Said they pulled a Superman. Let's not do that.
Hey, this is a long production, man. What's going on?
You're gonna get that meteor, that nuclear man bullshit.
Second movie, that's it.
You're gonna get that nuclear man. We ain't ready for them kind of fingernails.
So welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they loved one day docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change from hand grenades.